Yo, mad love. Thanks for tuning in. We live in the living room with Pancho Rucker.
What's the business, people?
Some of y'all may know him as Rancho
Parker.
Rancho Parker.
That shit's wild.
Yo, mad love. Thanks for coming through, man. Listen, we've been knowing each other for a long time.
Years.
And it's a long time coming on this one.
Yeah.
He's helped me out a lot of times on my streaming journey with different graphics and things like that. Bumble Bars, I was sponsored with them. He was working on that for a while.
Yeah.
And just so many things. So, man, I really appreciate you coming through today.
For sure. Hey, thank you for having me, bro.
Nah. It's all love. Hey. It's all love. Yeah. So, let's get started by first, I want you to tell the people who is Pancho Rucker.
Pancho Rucker is pretty much a all-around Renaissance Negro, man. Like I started off writing R&B for people back like I was like 16. You know what I'm saying? Got my first actually production deal at like 15 with PD Wax and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So this was years and years and years ago. You get what I'm saying? But before we could sign, street shit wind up happening to them and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers couldn't do what what we were supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? So that turned into me working with MC Kane and all of that shit. Like I've been knowing him since we was little, you know what I'm saying? And so him and like Reese from the Beastas and all of them taught me how to record and make songs and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? As far as like Pro Tools and all of that, I was already producing, but I'm talking about writing raps, you feel me? Because I was like, damn, I think I can do this, you know what I'm saying? And by that time, like how people be like, Lil Wayne them inspired them to rap. Lil Wayne inspired me how to rap, but in a different way. I got so tired of hearing bling bling, you know what I'm saying? And all of the commercial bullshit that was out there, and not just them, but just saying the entire spectrum of things. But then, you know, like you had people like Benny Siegel and all of them that was, you know, on some what your life like and shit like that. And I really wanted to touch on that. And then, you know, like Joe Budden was like a big influence at first with me with songs like Walk With Me and Calm Down and shit like that. So I was like, I'm gonna do that. So I started asking questions and doing it. They showed me how to do that. And then I wound up stepping off on my own to do music shit. You feel me? So then that turned into graphic design work and all of that, because if people remember back then, Photoshop was not readily accessible. You had to know a guy.
Yeah, you had to know somebody
that went to college for that shit.
Damn right. Yeah.
So I was like, man, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna learn how to do this shit myself. And I wound up just doing my own covers and doing all of that. And so to learn how to create my own ecosystem. You get what I'm saying? So I learned that, and that turned into, you know, what it is today. So that went from there to I got tired of rapping in like 2014, 15, and went into books and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I worked with an ex-colleague of mine. We wind up getting a bestseller in the urban novel category, you know what I'm saying? So we wound up getting a bestseller on Amazon for that. Then we split off, and I wind up actually having a stroke in 2018.
Right.
So that stroke, I had a stroke, and like while I was having the stroke, I was driving myself to the hospital. Like that's how crazy that shit was. But when I was sitting there in the hospital, I'm like, yo, God, if you let me like get out of this at least at 80%, I'm gonna do 160. So as soon as I got out of the hospital, shit, I wound up coming up with the cartoon sticks, which led me to get a situation with dealing with Amazon and a couple other situations.
Right.
That I'm still sitting on.
I kind of forgot about this.
Yeah. Well, you know, I decided not to go forward with it because my co-writer and one of my best friends had passed. So I was like, it ain't no purpose. I'm not gonna do this without him. You feel me?
Right.
So that, and then I wound up coming up with my next bestseller children's book, Clean Up BB. And then I wound up doing Chin Up Chest Out, which those two made it on PBS and all of that stuff. And then turned into another hustle of sorts with Bumble Boys.
Right.
So Bumble Boys came out of a need and necessity for my daughter's great grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Or my ex's grandmother, rather, right?
Okay.
And she fell and broke both her femur bones and shit on Christmas Eve of 2020.
Wow.
And we didn't want her taking opioids and shit. And at the time, I was working on this show that was about marijuana advocacy. You feel me?
Okay.
And the person put me on to Delta 8. And that's the variant that is in CBD, that is the psychoactive. So I decided to take that and see if I can mix it with some chocolate and do all that shit and see if she likes it. She liked it. I ran with that shit. And Bumble Boys hit 29 cities nationwide. And so with that, with Bumble Boys, I'm actually fighting against Governor Parsons, because they put that bitch ass ban.
Right. I remember you was talking about that not too long ago. I thought that the ban got lifted.
It's lifted for 6 months.
Oh, so it's just a certain amount of time.
So motherfuckers is fighting against the shit for now, but it's still slowed down a lot of people's sales significantly in the state of Missouri, all because of his bullshit.
Right.
Because hemp, because that's what Bumble Boys is. Hemp is illegal. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is from a federal, it ain't got no federal ban or nothing. It's from the Form Act of 2018. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So you can't do what you trying to do. It's some fuck shit, but he trying to pull fuck shit. But so with that, I went ahead and started getting back to the books, and now my most recent book is Hey You Black Girl. Matter of fact, it's these two.
Yeah,
right there. So Hey You Black Girl is my most recent one, and I made that as if everybody who follow me know that my daughter is my world. So I made this for her and girls that look like her, walk like her, talk like her, even to grown women. You get what I'm saying? It's a positive message, saying that you are worth something and you are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And more than that, you can take over the world if you see fit. You feel me? So,
right.
Yeah, but that's really the long and short of it. Also, with me being in community shit, you know what I'm saying? I've been heavily community oriented since about 2009. Creating an organization called Team Rehab with a colleague of mine. And now I'm working on something that is going to have a direct impact on the society of St. Louis as a whole, but starting December 1st. But I can't say nothing yet about it just yet until that day, and you will be hearing something about everything. So yeah, it's like it's I do everything. You feel me? Everything. But go ahead.
So you talked about a production deal way back. Didn't really pan out the way you wanted it to. But you was producing music at the time, and you was writing R&B,
and my thing is I'm an R&B person, man. Like, I can rap you niggas under the table, like, period. But at the same time, though, like, R&B is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I like women. So shit, I'm gonna play what the women gravitate. Well, the women gravitate to, because I don't know what the fuck these youngins is up to now. They be motherfucking pulling out the ratchet more than we do. Like, what the fuck is going on here? But
So, back, who was some of the people you was writing for R&B? And did you ever not sing yourself? Was you ever singing?
You know what? I had a scholarship to University of Pine Bluff for singing, the Vespa choir and shit like that. I fucked my voice up from smoking for so long. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did that, you know, but I never wanted to be in the forefront with saying I wanted to just write, the ghost writing and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was always the thing. But back then we shopped to different people all over the place because you know St. Louis was and still kind of is one of those places where they kind of eat their young when it comes to collaborating and things of that nature. They now, over the years now, we've gotten a whole lot better. But like back then, you know, we come from the era of dirty DJs and shit like that. So when everything was kind of shut down to a certain degree. So we just went, me and the homeboy, before he got jammed up, we started just dealing with people out of town and selling the song, full package songs to them versus dealing with motherfuckers here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So you was kind of into the business really early on, like
I had been a hustler. We from here, but like I said, we from the dirty DJ era. You feel what I'm saying? So when if you didn't have a direct connect to the radio, or you wasn't paying to get on or whatever it was, you feel me? You had to find another avenue. You had to go out and do it a different way or be counterculture about it. That's why a lot of us, if you trip off of the guys from our era, they have extra businesses that thrive well because they learn how to navigate this terrain in a way that was, you know, helpful to them versus, oh, I got to stick to this. I got to do this. I got to stick down this lane. Nah, fuck that. We just going to go and do something to do it. We going to get to the same destination by taking a different route and go around. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So early on with your production, was you producing R&B as well?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I play the piano, bass, violin, guitar, bass, guitar. Shit. Yeah, I play a lot of instruments, bro. Like I still play, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I knew you produced, but I didn't, you know, like I've always heard like hip hop production.
Yeah, but because I'm a hip hop baby at the end of the day. Like I love R&B, but I'm a hip hop kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop has literally saved my life. So I would say as far as production, as far as where hip hop goes, by trade I'm a sampler. You feel me? Even though I know how to play, I like from the core element of with hip hop, we took records and turned them into something different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like the magic of that and turn it into a whole different feel. Right. So hip hop was where it's at. But yeah, I produce everything. Rock songs, all this shit.
Right. Yeah. So when you transitioned from R&B to more of a rap, you know, more rapping. Yeah. What really made you do that? Was it, you know, like you just because you fucked your voice up, or was it?
No, I got tired of hearing bling bling and all that bullshit on the radio. Okay, like real talk. And I was talking to my grandma and shit, and I was like, man, these songs they ain't got no substance. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like now I get it. It was the business side of everything, but. You know, it was she told me one valuable thing that stuck with me even to this day. She's like, if you don't like something, son, change it. And that's what you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, all right, cool. So now it's time for me to make my own. Don't complain about shit. Get your ass out there and do something about it. And that's what I intend on doing. You feel me? So yeah, that's where it really came from. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So now, we was talking before we went live, and we was kind of both talking about how we thank Slumfest for, you know, the things that they've done for the city and us as well as artists and creatives over the years.
Hell yeah.
And you kind of told me how you was really active on the scene from 2004 to 2014.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of your experiences on the scene and just how the scene shaped you at that time and helped mold you into being what you are now.
I was always like, at first, outside of the scene, because I was a hustler, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them ones, like, I really started off making CDs and selling them at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? I be done sold like 1,000 in a week. You feel me?
Like your personal
my own shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like but I sell them for $1 a piece. You feel me? So 1,000 a week, that still was nice money at that time. You feel what I'm saying?
Like I feel like that's one of the things where a lot of people, what's going on Plush Style, what's going on 3D? Well, that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of people did wrong when they was trying to sell their music, was trying to sell it for too high.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't nobody know you,
nobody
bro.
knows you, right?
Nobody know you. And then I always thought of it from the aspect of, if you sell low, you get more people to come to you. So eventually you're still gonna meet that mark, as long as I'm still giving, like in business terms now, I'm still making a 300% markup on what I'm doing, because it costs cents on the dollar to press up one CD. And if I'm selling that motherfucker, like if I'm paying for everything and it's 30 cents a CD and I'm selling it for $1, that's that's like 70% more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm marking this shit up so much more that I'm going to see, you know what I'm saying? You think you getting a deal, I'm still coming up. So it started with that, and then I got people telling me, you know, like, yo, you be down there at High Point. I'm in the hood selling my shit, right? You be down there at High Point? Nah, I ain't. What's that? You know what I'm saying? And they be like, nah, go down there. You feel me? So that's when I first saw, like, I've been there a couple times. I've seen Finster, Rabu, Luke Mon, D-Mac killing motherfuckers and all of that shit.
There you go again.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now D-Mac a legend, man. Shout out to my guy.
Facts.
So then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. I get back into what it is, and then I wind up bumping into Finster doing a show at the Atomic Cowboy.
Okay.
So Finster tells me, like, yo, shout out to Mr. Marcus Mixtapes at Flow Valley too. Like he was the first person that ever spun my shit on the air, period.
Wow.
But so Finster was like, hey man, come up to 104.1. Get your ass up there, you know what I'm saying? Bring your single, bring this. I already like you. I know who you are. That's one thing I say about Finster. He keep his ear to the ground of shit. You know what I'm saying? And he, like, with that's what started my Slumfest journey. You feel what I'm saying? And then me and Rob just got cool. Like, fuck the music. Like, that's my partner. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so with that, they gave me a reason to say, I ain't make Slumfest this year. I'm talking about before I started making it on, you know, the days. I ain't make Slumfest this year. Let me step my game up. Or I ain't make STL Home Jams this. Let me step my shit up. You know what I'm saying? So that made me get out there. And then, so with that, them making me do that, it kept me out of bullshit. Because my mind was focused and driven on getting to, that was my immediate goal. You feel what I'm saying? So with them, maybe I'm on a tangent, but Rob and Fista and NATO and Black Spade and all of those guys, man, like, we owe y'all a debt that probably nobody can pay in the St. Louis underground scene. You know what I'm saying? I know there were, for a long time, there's been two scenes as far as St. Louis underground hip hop, but we still owe y'all the world, because when Cicero stopped fucking with us, y'all kept fucking with us.
Right.
When motherfucking a lot of the places in the Grove stopped fucking with us, y'all fucked with us. That's another thing. Y'all better start understanding that St. Louis hip hop has deep roots in the gay community. Like, let's let's stop playing here, man, with all that bullshit. But I digress. When the Atomic Cowboys stopped, y'all still found ways to give us misfits and hip hop heads a place and a group to call theirs.
Right.
So now we appreciate the fuck out of y'all, man. Like,
for real. Nah, for real. I think it's a slept on commodity in the city. And you kind of said, you know, it's two different sides of hip hop in the city. So what would you consider the other side of hip hop?
Street and backpacker.
Okay.
Like that's just what it is. Street and backpacker. So, or maybe like sometimes they intersect with each other. But the street and backpacker, and now I guess the vibe music or the alternative hip hop guys, but it ain't too many of those. But we're still within this scene as far as that. But yeah, like if you was shooting niggas and killing niggas on the daily and selling all the crack and selling the motherfucking the beans and all of that shit, then you was more than likely a street nigga. Mm-hmm. But if you was like on some boom bap and you know what I'm saying, lyrical miracle bullshit, not bullshit, but you know what I'm saying, if you on some lyrical miracle stuff, then you were more so the underground or backpacker. We were both underground. I just never understood how they never intersected like they should have, except for like T-Dub-O and shit. Well, there's one of those people that did that.
There was one time we had a show in the city that gave me tremendous hope for the outlook of them coming together. And that was the book bags and duffel backpacks.
Yeah, duffel bags. Yeah, I remember that shit. That was, what the fuck happened?
I don't know, but that show was, that happened and it never really
did it again.
You know, because I feel like Grits Hoffa is a person who's he's such in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? He's tapped in with the streets, but he's so hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, and he upholds the culture. You know what I'm saying? With the way he does his things.
Hell yeah.
So but yeah, I feel like that was something that gave me hope. But after that, we never really seen anymore. But then, with all due respect, a lot of things shut down and got sidetracked because of COVID.
You know what's funny about that? I got beat by Clever and the motherfucking Fresh Produce battle. The last round. We was in the finals together. We were in the last beat battle before the world shut down. COVID. Like it was at the Foxhole or the demo.
Okay.
Or what they call the Ready Room. You know what I'm saying? That was the last battle before everything shut down.
You sure right. I kind of forgot about that, but because that was when you was kind of coming back.
No, I was fucking around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you wasn't. That's what I'm saying. You was kind of coming back to music at that point, and you was just fucking around, but you ended up taking it further.
You know what's funny?
Further than you probably.
What happened is I was just letting niggas know that I still got a jumper.
Yeah,
that's all it is. And I come out to the gym and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers really ain't talking about shit. Let me get out here. So this was my first time doing a beat battle. I made it to the motherfucking finals with this dude, and I beat him for real. He don't want to admit that shit, but I beat him. I had the one bad that beat that it wasn't even a bad beat. It didn't resonate with the people in the crowd. So I'll take that L. It is what it is.
Right, so you gonna get back into it? I mean, that's been like 4 going on 5 years now.
I don't know.
I think you might need to come out there.
Well, with the thing
your jumper again. Right?
When the jumper coming soon. Don't worry about it.
I know it's coming soon.
But the thing is that with what I have going on right now, I'm not for sure just yet if it would be, you know what I'm saying, timing is everything. And then with the community shit and the books and everything that's going on, that I'm finna get ready to really make a real run of things. I don't know if the time will be there, even though I fuck around and just, you know what I'm saying, at some point, I'm going to pop out. I'll be like, what you doing in this contest?
Right. So it's gonna be
it's gonna be one of them.
One of them surprise things. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to the musical background a little bit, you talked about producing and doing all that earlier.
Yeah.
But one thing that stuck out, you said you play a bunch of instruments.
Yeah.
So in the early days of production, how was the production process back then? Like when you was really doing the R&B production, how was you doing that? Was you playing the instrument?
Yeah, we was playing. No. Well, it depends. Like at that time, though, keep in mind, like I still play the shit, but me and the homeboy, like I was more so like the fire of the drive. He was like the nerd of the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went out and bought a motherfucking Core Triton.
I knew it was coming. So y'all was on some Pharrell Neptune shit because you know, like that's how I feel like it is with the Neptunes. I mean, like I feel like both of them are really music nerds. Yeah. But I feel like Pharrell is the guy that can get out there. But that dude, Chad. That's the nerd. Yeah. Like he's the one that's like, okay, this is how we do this.
That was him. That was Sleep, man. Like for real. Like he was that motherfucker. Like, oh no, like he went out and worked and man all summer. We would like while we was on bullshit. Like man, we finna get these girls. We gonna do this. Move out. He like, nah, I'm finna go work and I'm finna save up this money and get this keyboard. It was like, all right, cool. Handle your business.
Right.
We finna be these bitches. He wound up going and he got that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And showed up, and I was like, "Oh,
he's serious.
It's time to go." You know what I'm saying? When everybody else want to bullshit around, I'm like, "Oh, nah, he for real. I'm over here." You know what I'm saying? So we decided like when he really got into the beat making first, and then I'd be like, "Hold on, add this." Add this, and I'll play it. You know what I'm saying? Because we all come from we went to VAP, we went to Central, so we all musically inclined. You feel what I'm saying? So, add this, and he'd be like, "All right, cool." And then we even fuck around and made the beats. So one day, he was like, "Yo, the homegirl Sue Jan need a song, but all right, cool." So he played the song. I done wrote a whole song about her breakup at the school and shit.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? For her to sing, and it rang throughout the motherfucking the whole school, and that's how I know it's like, oh shit, I can do this shit. And then we wind up actually getting this shit played on the radio and a bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh shit, and we wind up having MC King rapping on the verse. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh shit, I know I can do this. And that's, you know what I'm saying, how that even turned into like like you said, Pharrell Chad type of situation. But the only difference is I'm not for sure how good Pharrell plays instruments, but I know how to play instruments.
I think Pharrell's pretty well versed.
Okay.
I've watched the documents.
Okay.
I mean,
you seen that piece by piece shit, Chad?
Listen, Pharrell was at 15 vouched for by Teddy Riley. Sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You said Teddy Riley.
Because look, the little known fact about Pharrell, he wrote the rap part for Rump Shaker.
Rump Shaker. It's Teddy. Ready with the 1-2 checker. Rex in the Vex. Yeah.
That was straight my shit back in the day. On the box, boy. Listen.
Hey.
Being a horny little teenager.
That was my video, boy. That was my video.
Them Luke videos. And all them box, they got us through.
My favorite video was the real Whoop Third Is video. Not the tag scene. I'm talking about the other one. Hey girl, where that booty at? Whoop there. I'm like, these hoes.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I'm gonna do something.
That was before BET Uncut.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so you do graphics, videographer, photography. You do everything
within the arts.
What was it? The graphic designs, you touched on that a little bit earlier, but did you start doing all of these things out of necessity?
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't afford, man. Let's be real, motherfucking. At that time, niggas was paying $300 for a flyer or $300 for a cover.
Nah, it got outrageous.
It was outrageous.
It got outrageous.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't afford that shit, so I did what I had to do and figured that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And it just morphed into whatever this shit is now. Because I got billboards that's been throughout the city.
Right.
Not just my shit, but I'm talking about
you've been doing graphics for all kinds of people.
Commercial billboards and all that shit. Fashion design companies and logos and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it started from that necessity of hip hop. Like all my shit for real stems from hip hop.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah. So out of necessity.
Yeah.
And so like videography, you started doing it because you need your own videos.
Yeah, because motherfuckers was busting heads back then. We ain't talking about like how you can go like the Vic Mont or B Magic or somebody and get them for a certain price now.
Yeah, for a certain price because
niggas was busting heads.
Well, they still busting heads, but see the difference is you could go get a Vic Mont video.
Yeah.
And it'll be $200-$300.
Yeah.
But it goes on Vic Mont's page.
Yeah.
So who gets paid for that video?
Yeah. And that's another reason why, you know, I was taught by somebody who's like, you ain't no real boss if you don't own your own shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's why I went ahead and was like, okay, let me do this shit and try to do this shit on my own. And, you know, I know when I should hire somebody and do that can do better than me. That's why I've had videos with B Magic and other people of that nature. But now I'm doing this shit on my own. Now I'll go out and, you know what I'm saying, and cultivate that shit and grow that land. And if I fuck up, you're gonna see my growth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's why I went ahead and did all of that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Renaissance man. Truly a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
Had an album 2010, right? Did you have an album 2010?
Which
NBA album.
Oh yeah, no bullshit allowed. That was award nominated with Mr. Skipper B.
With Mr. Skip.
Yeah, like man, what my guy JB man say? Do your homework on Mr.
Y'all got Legend Camp on that shit.
Yeah, that's my guys, man. Egg and Fresh, that's my guys, man. Like we actually got nominated for an award because of that song with them. Like so, we forever be ingratiated in this best collaborative song.
Nominated by
the Traffic Music Awards.
Okay, Tony J.
Tony J. God bless the dead, man. God bless the dead, man.
One of the biggest award shows in the city,
bro. And what's crazy is bro wasn't even from here. He was from, I think it was from B-More.
Wow, really?
And doing this shit. Nah, bro wasn't from here, bro.
Damn.
Like before,
I didn't know that.
A week before he died, right? Me and him, I went up there to go visit him.
I remember.
And I ain't take no pictures and none of that shit because I, you know, keep this man dead. Everybody wanted to show that they was, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people did.
And I didn't necessarily like that, but grieve how you grieve.
It's the social media.
You get what I'm saying?
Man.
So I'm sitting talking to him and he's like, nah, Pancho, like you deserved. I was like, thank you for everything that you know, showing gratitude and everything. He's like, nah, you deserved all of that shit because you've been working and you've been doing this, man. You one of the people that I've been liking the most. And I was like, damn, like I don't even see that. Yeah, I like what you were saying about that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it in that capacity. I just see me as doing whatever the fuck that I'm doing.
Sometimes it just seems like we're just doing shit.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times it feels like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm just doing shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So
I know what I'm doing, but
you know, I always used to saying the eye of the storm never sees the damage it makes. You get what I'm saying? So I'm always in that place.
That's a deep one.
Of I'm working. Like, I ain't got no time to be looking back on no bullshit. Like, I'm working, my nigga. So that's what it is. But Tony did that, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we wind up getting a nomination from that. We wind up getting beat by Mo Trey and them. And it was crazy about Mo Trey and them, Mo Trey and Ray the Kid. Me and Mo Trey did a song together for that same album. I was in the video that they beat me with for the collaborative song of the year and shit.
Wow,
so, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was.
Oh, that's
that
crazy.
shit was funny to watch.
Right on for the 100 bits. Shout out to Mellow Yellow in the chat. You
What's
see
happening?
who we got live in the living room with us, Pancho Rucker, the Renaissance man. The Renaissance man.
Yeah.
So you dropped the album in 2010.
Uh-huh.
And then, man, like you worked until from 2004 to 14, but you didn't drop nothing.
No, I did. Imperfect.
Okay,
you know what staggered it? Or I'm perfect. It was a play on the word. What staggered everything, because that was supposed to be the next big thing, but the riots happened.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't want to release. I released in 2015, pause, but I didn't want, because it was supposed to come out on 2014.
Okay.
I didn't want to. No, I had another project before then, long time coming. That was 2013. But 2014, I didn't want to come out with anything off of the backs and the hype of the death of Mike Brown. Like, shout out to Cal and Mike. You know, now you know they are my motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But didn't want that to come off the backs of that. A lot of people was trying to make names. I was literally seeing motherfuckers making music videos in front of the protests, and we ain't even here for that. You feel me?
There's one thing that just saying based off of that I do agree with the person that I was going after over the last few days or whatever, is that they said a lot of people did that, what you just said. A lot of people came up off that.
Yeah.
And I seen a lot of people come off of that I didn't believe should have. There's only a couple of people that have substantial careers now.
Yeah.
That I feel like their careers were propelled because of that really deserved to have.
No, they really careers. Fucking deserve those careers because they put in the work anyway. You know what I'm saying? In the work anyway. They was putting it, so that was like Dub, Test, and all of them. Like, let's just be real here. But them men were always that we was out there. Us, me, Bo, fucking Haku, Tef, T-Dub-O, motherfucking, and it was a few others that was out, like it was really out there. Yeah. But they were going to make it anyway, so you can't call them. They are outliers of the shit that I'm talking about, and the motherfuckers that I'm talking about, you motherfuckers are death merchants. Yeah. Y'all are foul, and then you know what I'm saying, and Cal and Mike don't appreciate that shit. No way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that made money off of his son's and her stepson's name, and that's foul. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So even back then, though, I had the wherewithal, like, you know, I'll put it out later, you know what I'm saying, after this shit can die down. But by that time, a lot of momentum had kind of went away. You get what I'm saying? But I was like, fuck it. It was for the music, and this is going to be my last project for a while anyway. You get what I'm saying? Because I was dealing with a lot of leeches and a lot of bullshit that came with, you know what I'm saying? I just got tired of the business
aspect of it.
Yeah. So business of the shit. You know
so what happened with that project?
It did. I
mean, did it drop?
Yeah. It's on Bandcamp right now. PanchoRucker.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
PanchoRucker.com is under construction. Okay. I'm working on anywhere where you will be able to get everything. I'm talking about everything.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do.
Yeah.
In the next year's my .com, so you can go buy all the merch.
Every fucking
I can release my music because that's what I want to, you know. Shout out to Jim's Pool Room for the inspiration.
Hell yeah.
The Jim's Pool Room, boy, them boys, they got that shit down to a science how they running it. All right, so yeah, you dropped that in 2015. Did you drop anything else?
Nah, that was it. That's it.
2022. Well, actually, 2021, you had Forever Northside Kid.
Oh yeah. So that was one of those. Okay, that one was one of those like Forever Forever This Northside Kid. Just letting motherfuckers know I got to jump.
Just one of those.
It was one of them like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. When you dropped that, I was like, yo, Pancho for you.
I still got a jumper. Like, I still can do this shit, and that's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm working on something. I got one more. I got an ode to music
that
like a thank you. Okay. It's called Closure.
Got you.
You the first person, and I'm just saying it public now.
Okay. Closure. Exclusive shit over here live in the living room.
Closure is the project. It is going to talk about from then until now and what's happening in the future. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a thank you and a love letter to music, because without music, without those people and those intricate things that happen, I'd be dead. Like, I'm not gonna even sit up here and bullshit and then even lie about none of that shit. I'd be dead. So since that is, I want to give music its due send off as far as me making or creating in that realm, in that space.
Okay.
So thank you. And so this is my love letter to all of it.
Okay. Definitely looking forward to that. Carmelo in the chat says, "Nice chain, Poncho." Show him the chain. Man. Show him the chain up close on the. Look, so my man's, tell him about the chain and the reason why you went with the metal you made. You've told me before,
so
and others as well, but tell him why.
So I had, like I said before, I had a stroke in 2018. So I chose pure copper. Like, this ain't got no zinc, no nothing. It's pure, and this motherfucker is heavy as fuck.
Nah, that shit's. Yeah, let me hold that shit. Yeah,
that motherfucker heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
So,
can I flip it? Don't go over my big ass. But I look the class. Hold on, let me show him. Let me show him. Look how he only look. He kind of he love that. You see how he reaches back. But let me get my shit back. Hold up. Nah, but look.
Yeah, I can't even. You gotta back it up a little.
It's because our faces in there. Oh, you want to get our faces. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Look at that shit, y'all. Look at that, y'all. And it's straight. It's copper, y'all. It's heavy. But what I wanted to show y'all is that clasp. Like, that shit dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. How they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So who made that, son?
My guy in Virginia made this. It's you go on Instagram, Wash Design. That's WASHDNGD. No, DGND. I'll send you the link and shit. But nah, he did, and you know what I'm saying? I came out of nowhere with it, like, hey, can you do copper with traditional jewelry? Because I ain't want to be walking around here looking like a hotel nigga, you know what I'm saying? And all that extra super
I get you.
Conscious ass,
all the gems and shit.
And don't get me wrong, I have a great knowledge of self, and I do understand that. But a lot of times, like, a lot of them niggas turned me off to them doing 2014. Y'all do all of this black awareness and this and that and the other, but when it's time to do something,
so when it's really time to get out in these streets,
you niggas bitched up. But I can say that for a lot of these thug ass niggas that was out here too.
Oh, we can say that all the time.
When we was, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of people shouldn't be walking around if the streets have anything to do with it.
You hear me? So with that, I was like, can you make this? Because copper is a good blood flow conductor and all of that. So I was like, nah, let me go ahead and go that route. Plus, I'm a hip hop kid, so. That's what that is. You feel me?
That's dope.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the dopest pieces I've ever seen. I've seen it before, but I'm looking at the quality of the Cuban links. You know what I'm saying? It's really nice.
No, I had to pay some money for this motherfucker and get it. You know what I'm saying?
But it
like,
wasn't
it's handcrafted.
I mean, it ain't it's like what it would have been if it was gold, though.
No. I mean, just for the craftsmanship, it depends as far as the weight and all that shit. But no, it's not that, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as that. But it had the same, like, this is handmade and all of that other shit that came within all of it. You feel me? Right. So I just chose health versus shine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's still
still good.
I'm kind of looking at like, I'm getting old and shit. But look, Mellow Yellow said copper represents protection, wealth, and health.
Absolutely.
So that's very much so good for the blood. That's dope. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
All right, so you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. But becoming the best-selling author of children's books, specifically. Kind of tell us more about what even led you to get into children's books.
The stroke. I was like, I need to. At first, it was being led in a type of paranoia at first, right? So it's like, damn, strokes are the silent killer. You feel me? So they can come, and then they told me I had something called an unprovoked blood clot. So unprovoked basically means that they don't know how it came or if it'll come back. So you pretty much, fuck. So with that in my head, I was always in this paranoia of, I ain't worried about outside. I'm worried about me and my own, you know what I'm saying, shit. So let me make as much shit for my baby as I possibly can.
Right.
And I want to make stuff for her as she grows along. You feel what I'm saying? So if I do succumb to health reasons or whatever, she always has these tokens of lessons or books or something that I can leave for her to read and, you know what I'm saying, know that her daddy was here. You feel me? And it turned into something else. But yeah, that's where that motivation came from. It was really out of that. But now to watch her read the books that you know what I'm saying, I made for her, like, cause she's 7 now. That
she
shit,
can read, right,
bruh. Like, that's like one of the greatest feelings in the world. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know this was made for you, and then you doing this. Like, yeah, it's fire.
So the first book you wrote was Clean Up BB.
The first children's book.
Oh, okay, you had wrote a book before.
Yeah, I wrote 2 motivational quote books called Note to Self. Like, I made them just on some quick, throw in your pocket, read, motivate yourself, laugh and shit. It's like little memes and shit like that I made, or sayings for, like, at the time, a lot of people, you know, they attention span is horrible. Like, the average American has a 7th grade reading level with a 3-second attention span. So I made this specifically for them. Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Got you. So, and then you started writing the children's books, and then the children's books led to becoming a best-selling author.
I don't know how the fuck that happened, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like the first one, I knew what happened. I was like a lot on the creativity side of that book, but Buddy, who I was collaborating with, they had the platform, so I couldn't necessarily be like, this was all me or my bag or anything like that, right? So, and I give them just due or whatever. But this book, it was just on some, man, I'm finna release this book and I'm finna get it out there and see what happened. And I just got out there and thugged it. And me, my ex at the time, we just started sharing that motherfucker. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing we getting sales from New York, and we getting sales from her, sales from there, and sales and sales and sales. And I look on the motherfucking Amazon list because I just wanted to see
what was going on.
Yeah, not even that it was on the bestseller. And that motherfucking show on the list started number 6. I was like, oh shit. Then the next day, number 2, and then you get what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, this is, how the fuck did that even? So I don't, bruh, I don't know, bruh. It just organically happened, bruh.
I feel like the best things in this market is when it happens organically, because we know for a fact everything wants us to pay for promotion.
Right.
If you look at the social media, everything wants you to pay. That's why you're being suppressed if you feel like you are. It's because you're not paying for promotion.
Right.
And then to just see something grow organically is like super impressive, and it's an awesome thing. So now we've got Chin Up, Chest Out, as well as Hey Black Girl. Show them to the camera again for us.
Get you right on over here.
Yeah, Chin Up, Chest Out, and
hold on, let me back you up there. Hey You Black Girl. Yep.
So again, like, what's the inspiration for the Chin Up, Chest Out, and then tell us about the Hey You Black Girl.
So Chin Up, Chest Out has a wild ass story, like the real story. Like, I always, when I go into these corporate settings, I always get this old punk ass PC thing. But the real thing is that during 2014, I stayed in Ferguson.
Okay.
So doing the rides, I'm talking about like 2-3 blocks.
Like, you lived there. You was in the heart of it.
Like it wasn't no.
It wasn't no escaping.
No, I was there. I'm talking about, I gotta, because of who I am, I gotta take extra trips around away from, to try to keep them from following me to the crib every day type shit, right? So I always leave. I used to always watch the news, right? And cause fuck around, like I'd be like, what kind of lies y'all telling? Because Haku ass, shout out to Brian, man. His ass almost got me hemmed up by the Klan one day down there in Ferguson, because he posted, man, the news about we burned down the Domino's down on West Florissant. And Haku like, no, we ain't burn down no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, his footage. I'm like, let me go down there with Haku.
Right.
So I get down there, the Klan, they came up, like, they, like, it wasn't, but they had on like some short sleeve button ups. One had motherfucking lightning strike insignias on his shirt. So I already knew what time it is. I ain't had no pissed on peaceful protests and all that shit. Right. They came, police pulled up. This is the first time I ever said, damn, thank God for the police. Because they looked at them and drove off. You feel what I'm saying? So I digress. I watched the news and shit, right? And I always watch the news to see what type of lies they about to tell. And fucking my bonus kid comes in, Austin. He like, you know, well, before I even get to that point, every day we got to take him to school. Every day we have to take him to school, and at the corner of Suburban and South Florissant, there's a tank on the corner with a microwave cannon on top of that motherfucker. And I know what that is, and that's subliminal suggesting of, you know what I'm saying, oppression. He sees this as a 6-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? He sees this and he asks a new question every day. Why is there a tank? There's a tank on the corner. Why do the police hate us? Do the police want to kill us? This is down the third. Another question.
Right.
So fast forward, and I'm at the house watching the news to see what lies they about to tell. And LeBron is playing right now. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who he was playing with. I think it was Cleveland.
Okay.
But he come in, he was like, hey, Andrew, why is it that the only time that black people are on TV is when they getting in trouble or they shooting the ball? And I said, damn, he gets it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you 6 picking up on marketing strategies of what the government does to belittle people of color. Right. And then I was like, damn, okay, I'm gonna have to talk to him. Cool. But I thought about it and I'm like, yo, what about the kids, the boys that don't have nobody to tell them this real shit? Like, nah, that ain't true. You come from a great place. Right. Then I thought about, what about those boys that never got that grew up to become men? They never got that real talking to say you're worth something. Right. Because every day we get told we ain't shit. Black men get told we ain't shit every day, be it online, be it out in the world, on TV. You know what I'm saying? The kids hate us, the women hate us, the men hate us, the police hate us, all of that shit. Right. And we have nothing to come back to that would express to us that we are loved and we are valued. You get what I'm saying? And without that, we grow up to be angry. We grow up to be heartless or cold or not have a value of self-worth, have a value of life or anything of that. Right. So this book was the thing to counteract that. And I know it's just a small drop in the bucket, but at the same time, it's something. And the message is you are loved. You are appreciated. You are important. You are special. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get that. You get what I'm saying? We get told on TV, the news and all that shit, we are murderous assholes that don't deserve anything. Right. We don't deserve love. Look at even now with everything that's going on with the aftermath of the election. A lot of shit is getting pointed. Black men ain't do this and black men ain't black men. Like, damn.
Facts. I've been seeing a lot of that. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When, you know, we voted for, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then they look at the numbers and it says a different,
See what I'm saying? So, with that, it was a thing of, this is why I made that book. And for Hey You Black Girl, it is the same message, but for women. It's for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, once again, it goes back to that. If anything happens to me, you got these words that will live forever to tell you, hey, you are beautiful. You are special. You are smart. You are strong. You are more than a stereotype. You are more than your hips, your ass, and your looks. You are more than any of that. You are a great being. Fuck just being a woman. You are a great being that creates and cradles and mother civilizations. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where Hey You Black Girl came from for my daughter. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And being an advocate of mental health specifically for Black men.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the things that you've been doing, and you briefly touched on it a little bit. You can't tell us too much about what you got coming in the future, but tell us what you can about your involvement and what you can, what you're doing.
Outside of the book, I want to invite we have Black men's mental health at Affinia Healthcare. Shout out to LaDon. Shout out to LaDonna Yo Banger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Shout out to Yo Banger for sure.
He is the spearhead for the Black men mental health at Affinia. It's every last Saturday of the month at 1717 Biddle. Get there at he gonna kill me about that. Be there at 11 o'clock.
Okay, double check that time.
Yeah, 11 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Double check the time, but Affinia Healthcare has a Black men mental health, spearheaded by Don or Yo Banga, and the therapist there is Toya, you know what I'm saying, Toya White. Man, it's a great experience, bro. I think y'all need to really come out and soak in this atmosphere of Black men just being authentically themselves in a place of peace, and a place of accountability, and a place of love, and a place of growth. We all trying to push positive shit, and it's from everybody from different walks of life. From working people to people that was ex-D boys, to people that's trying to transition out of the game, and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Because Black men's mental health, or mental health period, if you work it appropriately and if you work it to the fullest capability of what it's supposed to be worked as, can definitely be a tool of growth, of peace, of serenity, of knowledge, of strength. You get what I'm saying? And then, but therapy is not the end all be all. You got to work it and apply it out there into the world. But places like this, when you come back from that place of that world and need that build up and that pick me up and that encouragement from other Black men, you have that. So once again, Affinia Healthcare at 1717 Biddle. Don't quote me on it. 11 o'clock to 1.
Okay.
11 o'clock to 1. Come on down, sign up, man. It's free. We got free food, free drinks. It's from local vendors that usually are around the city, and all of that shit, man. Come on out and enjoy yourselves, man.
Yeah, I heard what he said. I'm gonna have to go check it out because Yo Banga is somebody that I've been watching on the scene for a long time.
Hell yeah.
And I really, really like the things that he's done over the year, the man that he's become over the year.
Yeah.
But I've never met him. So I'm gonna have to go just so I can meet him. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Yoshi a solid ass dude, man. Speaking of that, I helped him publish his book, 3100. 3100 is on Amazon right now. Or 3100 is on his website. Holla at Yo Banga. It's YOBANGA. Go holla at him, because that book is a hell of a read, bro. I'm talking about a hell of a read, y'all, man. For real.
Check that out for sure. I've definitely seen when y'all put that together and got it out here and everything. And like I said, I've just been watching the journey. I'm hella proud of the things he's done over the years, and the man he's become. Like, I think that's something that we gotta acknowledge is when we see it, then for sure. Well, hey, look, before we get out of here, man, we're gonna get some Mortal Kombat in.
Kick my ass in
what you want to play? Like a best 2 out of 3, a best 3 out of 5?
We can do a 2 out of 3.
Okay,
you gonna kick my ass? Where we at?
PlayStation button.
I got you.
Yeah. And then
all right, cool.
Yeah, press X. Yeah, you guessed.
All right.
And yeah, we're gonna play this best 2 out of 3 real
kick
quick.
my ass real quick.
He chose Mortal Kombat, so he knows how to play the game.
I don't. I love the game though.
He know how to play it more than the other games because he chose this. He said, "No taking," because you gonna.
No, you gonna embarrass the fuck out, because I know that's your that's your main.
Right now, that's my main.
Come on, man.
For sure.
Like, I ain't supposed to know that shit.
I'm so fucking rusty on on this too, but
I'm disappointed, bro.
in what?
Just
Mortal Kombat 1?
Yeah, it wasn't to be expected.
Press X for me.
I got you.
So that way you'll be on that side. Press X again.
I got you.
The only thing, like we was talking about it a lot behind the scenes, I'm disappointed in the cameos. I think they give us some cool stuff, but
Yeah.
all the games do the same thing to us nowadays.
Here's another thing, bro.
Okay.
I think that was overkill with Homelander and Omni-Man.
Oh, man.
Like, you didn't need two of the same character. You feel what I'm saying? They not. Don't get me wrong. I get it. However,
because the thing is that Omni-Man is, I get it, because they both like fly and shit.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of like both Superman, the guys. But all right, Omni-Man don't shoot no lasers out his eye.
yeah, the projectiles are different. I got
And
you.
old boy does. So I guess I could give him that. I don't even remember which cameo I really used with Smoke. You picked that, and he got Sub-Zero, y'all. Sub-Zero. He know how to play better than me.
Nah, I don't. I ain't, man. Nah, I'm trash. I ain't did this shit in a minute. I'm super trash. Going to the dead force or the living force?
That's
They'll do the corrupted.
corrupted for us. All right, let's get it. We're gonna do a best 2 out of 3. I'm sticking with Smoke all the way through. So if you lose, you can go to the character select, whatever you
I
want.
know. You finna kick my ass. That's what this is.
He said. They be downplaying their skills sometimes, y'all. Look, motherfuckers don't just know how to do that. See, motherfuckers don't just know how to do that. Look at that.
I ain't hearing that shit with you.
He threw an ice guy out the motherfucking.
Shit.
Look at him. Look at him. I don't know how to play this.
Shit. Get the fuck out the corner. Yeah, see. Damn.
Yeah, I got the wrong person. Ooh, still got me. Look at him, y'all. He's setting traps. Motherfuckers be over here trying to hustle on Ollie, man.
No,
I ain't played that shit.
I ain't playing it.
Look, I had to work right there. I had to see what was going on.
Round 2. Fight.
Shit. Spamming the shit. Damn. Yeah, see? That was just fluke. Damn. Damn. Surely didn't try to do that shit. Damn, got me. Finish him.
Finish him.
I ain't gonna kill him.
No, you should now. Get that.
Damn, I ain't gonna finish him. It's disrespectful. I be having to tell everybody it's disrespectful in the set to kill on the first
shit. It's all good.
on the first round. All right.
Oh, really?
rematch. Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Nah, kill the shit out there.
He said, "Get it out there."
The story though is fire. Like,
Nah, the story on this game is. I think the story is good. Like we was talking about behind the scenes, the multiverse angle I feel like was a little bit
lazy as fuck.
Yeah. But I like the chaos realm, like the characters being able to, like look like Reptile but doing different shit.
Right. Shit, good shit. Shit. So I ain't played this shit in Elders, bro.
Fight.
Probably played it when the DLC came out, left it alone.
Left it alone, clean alone.
But that's down there what I do. I've been playing it when people say they want to play it on the thing, but
Right. The controls ain't too bad though.
I think the control is clean.
It's just stiff.
Yeah, it's just always been a stiff fighting game.
shit, nope. You be giving me some simple ass attacks too. Good shit. Yep, that's what happens, sir.
Man. That's the second brutality. I did a brutality on Lil Stank. He was over there stunned. Like, man, what the fuck?
Hey, nah.
Listen, man, I really appreciate you coming through, spending some time with me live in the living room today. Before you get out of here, man, gotta sign the plates for your boy.
Where we at?
Some local STL history going on over here, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Definitely appreciate you coming through, man. Much love and mad success in the future. Look at that. Look, he got a that's professional. Yeah, see that, y'all? Look at that Pancho Rucker right there. Man, love to everybody who tuned in. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Come back and check us out again. Make sure y'all follow him everywhere.
Yeah. At Pancho Rucker. Everywhere.
Everywhere. Follow him everywhere. Make sure y'all stay in tune with the things he got going on. Got a lot of good things coming up. We're gonna be looking forward to the announcement, man. And I'm gonna be looking forward to the new album, man. So look, make sure you let me know, man. We're gonna be watching it live on the stream and everything.
Absolutely. So, we own it.
Until the next time, y'all. Peace.